Hello, beautiful collective, and welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into this general collective reading. Please only listen to this if it resonates with you. Always get messages confirmed by your spirit guides, your spirit team. Please don't try to make this fit, okay? I received a channel's message on April 15th, and I heard at 2:22 p.m. This tower is breaking the devil's chains. And I posted it on the community page. I didn't think that I would be doing a reading. It seems like a very straightforward message. But then more messages started to come through about this double symbolism of influence and accepting unwanted situations. And also being influenced by either others or having egoic influences, which is natural to have. This reading is not to demonize your ego by any means, but this is like looking at yourself and really understanding what energies are you working with. Okay. I feel like there are blocks being blown open. I started to feel this tower is like a volcanic eruption. This tower is unleashing a lot of power, of faith, because faith is power. This tower is unleashing the faith that you needed. This faith is disrupting this devil's plan, the inner demons, the energies that you were working with or you were under the influence. I'm hearing faith disrupts a self-fulfilling prophecy. I heard from Spirit a little bit of faith brings a surprise. This faith is coming through because this is what's being unleashed. This is what is reinvigorating your spirit at this time. But in order to be reinvigorated by faith, you have to surrender. You have to accept that some of you manifested a self-fulfilling prophecy under this devil's energy, under the influence. Some of you may have felt like you had no other option or you had no other way. Some of you got caught up with materialism, material gains, ego. Some of you may have overindulged. Some of you began to believe in the worst. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords from the tarot. Some of you believed the worst, and then you started to experience the worst, and then you believed in that limitation as your four walls. So this tower is breaking the devil's chains and unleashing the faith that you needed to begin with. And this faith, not only does it bring a surprise, but this faith is disrupting a self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's just take a moment. I'm going to give thanks to Spirit, the spirits that I work with, and then we'll channel and get into the cards in a moment. So thank you, Spirit and the Most High. Thank you, guardian angels and ancestors, known and unknown, the most qualified and the most benevolent from the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, Babylon, Iraq, and Sumeria. Thank you, Goddess Sanana Ishtar, and to the Great Mother Ninhursag. And thank you, Collective, for allowing me to read for you. Ashe and Amin. Okay. Some of you, because I'm seeing someone beside you and they're kind of like leaning on you for support. Some of you may lean on this person for support. Some of you, this could be a trauma bond, or someone that you bond really closely to, or that you have closely connected yourself to this person. I'm hearing they are my ball and chain. Some of you accepted an unwanted situation as it pertains to this person. Some of you restricted yourself for them. Okay, I just saw a flashing light. So that is spirit for me. They are emphasizing that channeled message, so I'm gonna repeat it again. Some of you restricted yourself for them. Okay, you denied your own power, or you denied your own gifts, or you did not accept who you were because of where they were. Some of you, I'm seeing a knight in shining armor. Some of you tried to be the hero for this person. There's like, because what is coming through here is, I'm sensing a lot of emotions right now. Some of you are like up to here. Like you are up to here. Like you may feel like you're about to erupt, cry, rage, anger. If you feel these emotions, lean into them. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anger is beautiful. Rage is required. That's what the tower is. How else is faith going to be unleashed? How else is your power going to be revealed? Some of you lowered yourself for them. Okay, that's not going to be for all of you. Some of you, this has nothing to do with another person. Even if it does have something to do with another person, you started to actually intake their fears. So I'm seeing like you both in this tower, and you're looking up at the tower because you're about to be propelled. You're about to move with the eruption. You're about to move with it. You're about to be launched. Okay. So there's tension between whoever you are connecting yourself to, if you resonate with this, and there's a lot of fears that are coming from them. There's also a lot of spirits that they're actually attached to that may also influence you. Okay, always pay attention to that. Everyone comes with spirits. Everyone. Okay. Um, I'm hearing it's not your cross to bear. I'm seeing an angel like right above the opening of the tower. So this is telling me you have a God, you have an angel on your spirit team that's coming forward. As this, I'm seeing the eruption. The eruption is I'm seeing chains come out of the tower, and then I'm seeing stars, chains, and then stars. So the influence has to be accepted, removed first, observed, accepted, removed, and then faith, the stars appear. That's how you are, I'm hearing, launched by faith. This self-fulfilling prophecy really lowered who you are, like it really dimmed your light, you began to just accept it. That's the concern here of this angel that's coming through, is the fact that you accepted you in this state. You accepted unwanted situations. There's a little bit of rage there. Okay, yeah, transformation on the split with face your fears, farewell to fear phantoms. Yeah, and that actually looks like, if we were to be on the bottom of this tower and look up, that's what we would see. Excuse me. I'm up to here. Like I can feel this energy up to here. So this is you being propelled up. Yeah, let love transform you forever. Gift of freedom. Gift of freedom came out. Break away from your attachments. That's the devil energy. The devil energy is attachments, fears, accepting attachments. That's what you did. This self-fulfilling prophecy, you accepted unwanted situations. You accepted the attachments. And that person, whoever this person is, for some of you, that's also an attachment. So this energy, it's interesting because I was seeing an angel, and this appears to look like an angel, and I'm also seeing like they're kind of holding a wand and they're waving the wand, like this is the gift of freedom being bestowed upon you right now. A little bit of faith brings a surprise. This faith that is being unleashed is breaking, disrupting a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's the gift here. So this tower is a gift. This self-fulfilling prophecy made you very guarded. It says here, live a less guarded life, happy life. This actually came out yesterday during Scorpio's reading, so you may find some gems in there for you, some messages in there for you in Scorpio's reading. There's a blossoming here that wants to happen. This is also giving me the energy that it's not coming through as like your plan, because I feel like you didn't plan for this. You didn't plan for these attachments. You didn't plan for this self-fulfilling prophecy. You didn't plan. There was influences that started to make their way in your auric field, make your way in your spirit, in your being. They started to attach. Even the spirits, even spirits can influence you. Even spirits can attach. That's why it's always very careful. You have to be careful all the time, especially when connecting yourself to people and the spirits that are attached to them, because they can also influence you. Okay, so you're breaking free from attachments on different dimensional spaces. Okay, that's what is being gifted to you right now, so that you can release these guards, because that's what these attachments are. They're guardrails. They're guardrails that are unwanted, because these guardrails, they completely block the blossoming from happening. Oh, okay. A lot of energy. There's a lot of it. Um, yeah, I'm just seeing like adventure again. This is nonstop as well. This came out as a door that Scorpio opened. A door of adventure is opening. Um, I was going to say something and I forgot it. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Um, if you feel unhappy, if you feel unwanted energies that are not yours, or that you have created delusion, self delusion to believe that this is what you deserve, or this you started to believe. You accepted unwanted energies that created a self fulfilling prophecy. Now there's a gift of faith in this tower that's being bestowed on your life so that you can flow differently, so that you can be lighter. Look at the feathers. Light, lighter. That's a disruption. Just feel the energy for a moment, because I know you guys can. Just feel the lightness of this. You don't got to look at my face here. If you want to take a screenshot, if you want to pause, that's what wants to come in. That's what spirit wants you to feel. The lightness of your energy, the lightness of freedom, the lightness of this gift to break away from the influences, to break away from the attachments, to break away from the delusions. And this is a beautiful, beautiful opening to this blossoming life. That's what this tower is doing. Let's take a look at this adventure. Okay? Let's take a look at a little bit of faith brings a surprise. Let's take a look at these surprises, if spirit allows. Because what you're experiencing now is a false self-fulfilling prophecy. It's completely unwanted. It's not wanted by your spirit team, your spirit guides. That's not what they wanted for you. That's not what God, the universe had in plan for you. Okay, that's not it. So faith is disrupting that and something else is coming in. Okay, here with adventure. Let's see what this is. Okay. But I do have to say, this requires you to go into the shadows, to what accept the unwanted energy, because you accepted the unwanted energy, so you have to accept that that's what you began to create. Okay, that needs to be accepted, and you need to surrender with grace, and you need to release it. Okay, prosperity lies ahead. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Yes, that's what's happening. This unwanted self-fulfilling prophecy under the influence of these attachments, they perpetuated a very tough cycle that was repetitive. I'm seeing, they're showing me this energy that some of you would break out and then you would loop back in, and then you would break out and then you would loop back in, and then you would break out and then you would, it's a loop. It pulls you, that's what it does. It pulls you back in. So take notice of the magnetism of these energies, because faith has a different pull than the devil's energy. Okay. The attachments, the influence, the unwanted energies, the restrictions, it has a different pull. Okay. So pay attention to that. And here you have prosperity lies ahead. You need to define this, is what I just heard. You need to define what prosperity looks like for you. Don't be afraid to be specific when you manifest. Don't be afraid to be specific when you set intentions. Don't be afraid of that. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, let me get an archetypal on this. Oops. Tell me about this prosperity, this adventure. What does it hold? The mystic. The mystic. Hmm. You've heard the shapeshifter as well, the mystic and the shapeshifter. This is always Gemini, Mercury for me. We are in Gemini season, so this feels like this tower is happening during Gemini season. Okay, I'm getting that a lot of you are like seers, you are mystics, you are psychics, you are intuitives. So you do pick up on energies of others. You can see into the past, present, futures, no matter your range. You can see to some range. You can see. You can see. I'm seeing that there was like a cloud over the mystic. These devil's energies, the influences, all of that started to veil the mystic. And the mystic is your prosperity. Like your sight, your intuition, that is prosperous. That is an energy of prosperity because it aids you, it assists you, it helps move you forward. Is that not prosperity too? To change, to move forward, to receive information that helps you, to receive spiritual knowledge, to receive spiritual wealth, energies, right? So I'm seeing that you were veiled and now you're being unveiled. You're being unveiled. You're feeling the prosperous mystic. You're feeling how mystical you are, how intuitive you are. You're feeling that your spirit, your being as the mystic is prosperity in of itself. That you have innate gifts in your spirit that you came into this world with. What you started to do here as the mystic is you started to remember I said like you lowered yourself. You lowered yourself to the point of absorbing energy instead of observing energy. If you have felt like you haven't been seeing clearly or you haven't been trusting your intuition or your intuition was wrong or your intuition like is not clear, it's because you were veiled. It's because you were clouded by these influences, the attachments. And whatever was veiled in front of your eyes, that's what you started to believe. That's what you started to see, and you believed it. Now that's being released, okay? And you're seeing what lies ahead. You're seeing what lies ahead through faith. You're seeing what lies ahead through your mystic gifts. And this is an adventure in of itself. Okay, this is an adventure in of itself. Let me get some tarot. Let's bring this down to earth a little bit as well, because I feel like we were in the dimensional spaces. Let's bring this. Okay, so I always get this. Lately, when I channel, my body gets red. Wherever my body gets red, that's where the energy accumulates. So here is the throat chakra. There's a red spot right there. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because like you can see that's like the third eye and that's like the throat. That's the throat. I feel like your money, okay? Your channel where you receive abundance, where you receive prosperity. Okay? The channel in which you receive, okay, got clogged up by these attachments and these influences. Okay? That is being blown open so that you can receive money. Okay? This is money. Yeah, Daughter of Pentacles. I love that rainbow and the pentacle up there right above the Daughter of Pentacles. A little bit of faith brings a surprise. The rainbow, faith, surprise. Your spiritual gifts as well got affected. We talked about that. There's a star right on the split. Faith, hope. And I saw the eruption, and the eruption from the tower was chains first, and then stars started to erupt from the tower. I'm taking that as a sign. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Let's I want to see there's Ace of Pentacles. I want to see tangibility. Let's look at let's look at the surprise that this faith is bringing. Okay. What are some of these surprises? What can we see? There's a tower on There's a tower on the split. I mean, thank you, Spirit. Surrender to this. Surrender to this. Oh, wow. I'm hearing it's almost finished. Interesting. Some of you, um, yeah, because this is how I saw it. Chains and then stars after. Um, yeah, I heard it's almost finished. Some of you are very active in this tower moment right now, and it's almost finished. Okay, the tower moment is almost finished. All right. Thank you for that confirmation, Spirit. Hesitation here on the Seven of Cups in the reverse here. There's a High Priestess, there's a Mystic. Whoa, Son of Cups. What is the surprise bringing? Seven of Wands wanted to come out. There's the Mystic again. You're being more involved. Eight of Wands in the upright. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm hearing you are more involved. You're not a bystander. You're not um, inactive. You're actually an active participant. There's this surprise is bringing you in. I don't know how else to describe that, but give me a moment. I'm seeing you're being brought in. That's what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Wands. Like you're being shuffled in, which is really fascinating because yesterday in Scorpio's reading, the message was you're really in it now. You're really in it. So some of you are really in this tower energy and it's almost finished. That's confirmed by the Eight of Wands. But you're also, this surprise is bringing you in, into your blessings. The Nine of Cups. You're, you're gonna touch it. Like there's something here that's like, you're gonna touch it. You're gonna receive it. Whether you're gonna touch the love of your life, you're gonna hug a friend that is so dear to you. You're gonna meet someone that changes your life. You are going to receive money. You're gonna receive funds. It's gonna be in your hands. Whatever felt out of reach, you're going to reach and you're going to touch it. You're being brought into it and it's being brought into you by way of faith. Money, love, dreams. Seven of Cups, dreams. A dream in daylight, I'm hearing. A dream in daylight. You can see it in the day. It's not in the night, it's in the day, the sun. Look at this one cup in the pointed towards the sun. It's in the day. You can see it. It's not unknown, it's not unseen. You can actually see it. A dream in the day is what I just heard. So not only can you see it, but you can feel it, you can touch it. What's going on with the throat? Something about communication. Yeah, communication. Communication is key. What do you need to release right at the bottom of that? I mean, that's also the Tower. Some of you still need to release something. Okay, remember how Spirit said it's almost finished? It's almost finished. Some of you still have to release something. Okay, I don't know if you have to say something to someone. You need to, say, um, I'm hearing you're going to get the last word. You're going to get the last word communication here to close a tough cycle out. And it involves someone. Okay. I'm hearing someone that you are losing touch with. Okay. Um, Some of you, there's going to be a surprise travel. Some of you, there's a surprise home that opens up. Some of you are actually looking for a stable home. You're looking for stability. You're looking for security. You're looking for a good community. You're looking for a good school. You're looking for that. That's what I'm seeing. Your neighborhood, city, town, country. Okay. For a happy life for you and your family, you and your children. Okay. Um, Something is going to yeah, that lightning is also surprise. That's interesting too. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm seeing like a home comes out on the market. It's going to be a good price. It's something that you can afford, or the bank accepts or offers you a loan, a mortgage, something like that. Like it works in your favor. Okay? It works. It works. Everything aligns to bring you in. Okay, to get you there. Okay. Some of you, it's a home, it's a neighborhood. You've been looking to move for quite some time. You accepted living in a community, in a neighborhood, or in a home that you have outgrown, you have overstayed, and you just accepted it. And the energy started to accumulate more and more and more in that home. Okay, but you're moving, you're shifting. Okay. What else here? Some of you are accepting um losing touch with someone, like you've accepted like a loveless connection or something like that. Okay, this is also going to be released. Okay? You need to release. Um that's still there. Yeah. It'll be there probably until later on when I clean the energy off of me. What else here? Two of Swords. Ooh, whoa, whoa, that's eclipse. That is eclipse energy. Right there. We were channeling that too when the moon is in Virgo. You have here the new moon in Taurus. I think there's an eclipse. I wrote all those dates. They felt like prophetic dates coming through in Aquarius's reading, and I posted it. Yeah, there's death, Scorpio energy, transformation. Um, I forget what date that was. I think it was sometime in August, that eclipse energy. And you have here the moon and the chariot. These are illusions being released. What I will say is that there's a lot of like moving energies here. Some of you are really looking to move, like homes. There's also something about a car. You're going to get a new car. Some of you have like accepted driving a car that may break down at any given moment, and you just accepted it. Okay. There's like I'm hearing new and shiny. Like whatever you accepted that got so beat down, so broken down, scraped, rusted, okay, literally and metaphorically is going to be reinvigorated by faith, and it's going to be like new and shiny. Okay? Um I'm going to shift into someone's career because I'm seeing you like a little bit of a wallflower. Someone's a wallflower at their job. Like you like to stay hidden, you like to not really say much, but you have all these creative ideas that you want to push forward, that you want to move forward, but you don't want to assert yourself here. Spirit can be really funny sometimes. There's actually going to be a little bit of an opening where someone may say, "Hey, you over there, what do you think?" And you're just like, "Oh, well, da 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 da." And they're just like, "Wow, that's a great idea." Like it's something so small that gets you noticed, and I'm seeing that at someone's job. It's something so small that can be missed and unseen that gets you to assert a little bit of a creative idea of yours, and it opens you up to be more creative, more confident, more vocal. Yeah, it's starting to go away. More vocal, and you're not going to be so guarded at your work, at your job. You're going to start to flourish. You're going to start to open up. Okay? And that's actually going to bring you money. That's going to bring you money because you're going to be seen as someone that brings value. Value. So you're going to be paid for your ideas, for your voice, for your creativity. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Let me get you an angel number and then we'll close off this reading. For the collective, thank you, Spirit. for the collective. 8888. Personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, and epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels, angels are sending you the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. That's prosperity lies ahead twice. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect, the admiration and respect that you deserve, not the lack of admiration and lack of respect that you accepted. Use it for the greater good, and you will. You will. Collective, this was the reading. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for being here with me. Personal readings are currently closed. I am working through the wait list. I am almost done the wait list. I can see the light at the end of this tunnel. A very beautiful tunnel, very beautiful experience. I'll probably, I'll speak to you guys. I'm not going to reopen them without, making an announcement. So I'll make that announcement. We'll have a conversation about personal readings. Um, Probably maybe later in the summer, July, maybe August, maybe fall. I don't know if I want to take a little bit of a break before I reopen for new clients. Um, But in the meantime, if you want to work with this channel more, you can become a member. We do weekly to bi-weekly readings for the membership collective. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.